so I could put it behind me. So I had to go back and do it. I'm eating, so you guys are going to have to watch me stuff my face while we chat. And if you don't like watching Bullhorn Betty stuff her face while we chat, well, maybe this is not the show for you. I'm Bullhorn Betty. I covered, and we're covering the case and have been covering the case of Sebastian Wayne Rogers. Although his case has kind of gone a little dormant, At Night Creative Intelligence has dropped some information, some new information. Hey, my loves. If you guys are curious what we got for lunch today, we got some chicken cordon bleu. You listen, guys, if you're not making yourself chicken cordon bleu fresh and you're a woman, what are you doing? Hey, Savians, it's nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the crazy family. We got the coffee club. I hear the inside. It's so loud. Grab your straight jacket in your padded room and welcome aboard. That was a big bite. Let me just hold on a second. I wasn't paying attention to how big of a bite that was because I was too busy showing you. And I could have probably cut that into 3 different bites. So give me just a second, folks. Maybe I won't eat while I'm online, okay? Maybe I will. I don't know. Let's give you guys something to look at while I'm chewing my mouth. Hey. Hey, all. Hey, all. I hope you guys are doing well. Hey. Hey. Oh, dear goodness. I'm chewing slow. You know, they tell you that you really should chew slow. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't eat such a big bite like I did, but if you do, you should just really take your time and chew really, really, really slow. Really, really slow. You know, I just want to make sure that you cover all the bases and such, you know, you cover all the bases. I don't know, you know. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, wow. Woo! Good gracious. I thought we were about to have a party. Damn it. Where's the mug shots? Ah, we didn't get them today. Dad, burn it. Dad, burn it. So, I know we were hopeful. We surely were hopeful, weren't we? We're like, man, Betty gonna tell us something? Is Betty gonna tell us something? Oh, look at those orange suits. They look so great. They look so great, don't they? They do. They look like they just seem like they're the kind of people that jive with the suits, man. I don't know. I think I kind of like them. I really do. I think I like them. Hi, everybody. I'm Bullhorn Betty. As I was saying as you were coming in, let me go through here and say hi to each and every one of you, the ones that I can, E or Blues. We'll just keep our friends up here for a little bit while we go through roll call. E or Blues, it's nice to see you. Rebecca, Skylar, hey. Melanie, it's nice to see you. Kathleen, Clarissa, it's nice to see you. Jacqueline, hi. Patty. Deanna, it's nice to see you. Peggy, Savvy Ann, thank you for becoming the newest member of our crazy family we call the Coffee Club. Denise, Dawn, Pat, Kimberly. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot your name. Forgot how to pronunciate your name already. Good gracious, you can smack me at any time. Beautiful Sonia, Linda, it's nice to see you. Peggy. Who else do we have? YouTuber up in the house. Pat, nice to see you. Sherry. Denise. Back on track with Kat. Woo, that's a mouthful. Love it, love it. Hey. It's nice to see you. I know we are all praying that he's found soon, but I mean, we got the leaked call, right? And it's clear that as time goes by, you know, the chances are much, much lower. We're almost creeping up to, you know, year 2. So it's getting pretty serious. Terry, it's nice to see you. Who else do we have? I think I said hi to you, Pat. Nope, did I miss you? Island Girl, it's nice to see you. Wanna be sleuthing something? It's nice to see you, Brenda. Good morning or good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's good afternoon. I'm eating lunch. Casey, hello, hello. Kai J's True Crime Campfire. It's nice to see you. All right, so anybody else that I missed? It's Adrian. It's nice to see you. Tina, hello. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get started on this. Guys, I'm Bullhorn Betty. We've been covering the case of Sebastian Rogers, and we have a new release that was just released a couple hours ago from At Night Creative Intelligence, and new, thank you. Pat became the newest member of this crazy family we call the Coffee Club, i.e. the Insane Asylum. It's hard. Nice to see ya. Nice to see you. We got some drops of some new photos. As you guys can see up here, seen this one before. This is from inside the Texas Roadhouse, and now we got a couple new photos here. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's new photos being dropped. But this is the interesting part about this. The Real Gypsy Soul, it's nice to see you, Love Bug. Hope everything's going well. West Virginia, holla girl, holla back, y'all. So this right here, we've got two new photos. We've never seen these photos before. These photos are from inside the bowling alley. They're from inside the bowling alley. So I wanted to go ahead and read this to you. I thought it was important enough and probative enough to bring it to all of y'all's attention. So for immediate release, new Sebastian Rogers poster adds photos from night he vanished. From night he vanished. This is the one thing I can say. If you guys don't know about this case, let's get to it, okay? So this is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. He disappeared from his locked home where he was residing that evening with his military-trained mother and MMA fighting mother. And you're going to say, Betty, why are you going through all that? We'll get there. Anyways, he went inside this house on February 25th, 2024. And when he went inside that home, getting outside of the home and taking the garbage out, he never was seen again. He walked inside the home for the very last time and poof, vanished. We uncovered light sources on the side of his home that led to an unknown car that happened to appear that evening around 3 a.m. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to give you guys a timeline of 2 to 4 a.m. We believe it's around 3. But I think in all fairness, since none of us have the original the original video, the original, I think we do need to still consider a window of time. However, the bottom line is he walked into that house, he never walked out, and then all of a sudden his mother, around 9:43 or 9:46 in the evening, makes a significant call to his stepfather. And then after they get off the phone, right around midnight, everything seems to be fine. The lights appear on the side of the house, lead to a car. Next morning, a few hours later, Katie wakes up, allegedly goes into her son's room. Son is missing. The dogs come out. She calls the cavalry in. They immediately had dogs on site to track, and there was no scent. That was the first problem. No scent anywhere. So basically what law enforcement has told the public is this child walked into his home at 1008 Stafford Court in Hendersonville and never walked out of that home. We just learned that they did heat penetrating sonar inside that home immediately to see if he was potentially trapped in between a wall, which he was not. So he was literally and virtually nowhere inside that home. Now, they said they haven't seen anything. We clearly see a car. We clearly see some activity going on at night in that community. But according to Sunny, which I don't believe, even if you are a private investigator, no sheriff in their right mind is going to give you everything. So there may have been stuff that he did not divulge to them. So we cannot consider that that is the be all end all, okay? We have to think that Sonny, as a sheriff, as a seasoned sheriff, he's not going to give them everything he knows, and he's going to give them a little bit, but that's going to be about it. I don't think, if they did at the time see this image running through the yard or the flashlight theory, I don't think they would have told them, especially since it's been very apparent that Sheriff Snuggle Struggles wants to kind of keep it at bay, Hey, Betty fan, it's nice to see you, love bug. I hope you're doing well. The real me too. It's good to see you. If it's me, Jen, if I missed you. It's nice to see you guys. Hey, Ashley. Good afternoon. Yeah, I haven't missed much. We're just giving some backgrounds, dreaming of blue skies and sandy beaches. Brenda, it's nice to see you. We're just giving some background information right now about the Sebastian, Rogers boy. And it seems as though there was things going on the outside of the house after he allegedly went to bed. Now, if you we were told that from the neighbors, we didn't pull the time out of our butt, okay? The neighbors are the neighbors that own the video, as well as Miss Bobby, are the ones that told us the times that these things were observed. These are not coming from us. The true crime community didn't pull these dates and times out of our butt. This is information that was provided to us by members of that community that had, firsthand knowledge of what they could see or touch. So we had learned that it was that there was two separate events, that there was this light event, the flashlights that clearly went to a vehicle, and then, a couple hours later, I just want to put that in perspective. They timed it, and it was a couple hours later that the trash truck came through. So there's a few calculations that you can use to kind of get yourselves to those time frames, to see what the time would have been for that other vehicle and flashlight, which is what gives, that 3:10 time slot. But we do know that the images on the camera had a fixed date and a fixed time. So when it comes to law enforcement, they could technically manipulate us at any time, because they can technically take any portion of that footage and hand it to us, because it's always going to have the same date and time. It's not the area that we're looking for, though. So I think that could also be an issue there. But clearly the homeowner saw flashlights. The homeowner alleged those flashlights to Nick Barris, a well-known news reporter in the area, and Nick Barris brought those flashlight videos to the world. Now, we're fast forwarding and trying to put the pieces together, and we realized that there was a lot that happened on the 25th, the day before Sebastian disappeared. This is a day where he was only with his mom all day long until he went to bed. And they had quite the eventful day. But one thing that we have to take into consideration when talking about this case, hey Phil, it's nice to see you, is Sebastian is autistic. So one thing I didn't learn, or I was learning at the beginning of this case, is that things can overtax an autistic child. They can have a lot of activity is not necessarily good for them. They can, what's the word? Where's Karen? Karen's in the chat. Oh, hey, Kaz. It's nice to see you. Karen's in the chat. Karen, tell me what it is. What is it? Overactive? What is it? What am I thinking of? Where the kid... Anyways, I always thought it meant that the child would just be tuckered out, but it's just the opposite, where it winds them up. And this was pretty It's an ADHD. She knows what I'm talking about when she overstimulated. There it is. That's the word I'm looking for. Overstimulated. Hey, Tulips. It's nice to see you. Gina. Hello. Adrian. Hello. 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 Adis, it's nice to see you. But yes, Casey, overstimulated. That's what it is. And so a lot of people, when we first started out with this story, you know, they were saying that, you know, when the mom was going through the weekend and then they realized he was autistic, they you know, this whole word, this new word I never understood started surfacing, and the word's overstimulated. And so I thought overstimulated, I thought that might be a good thing, right? Like an overstimulated child might be, go to sleep easier, you know, be tuckered out easier, you know, things like that. And so finding out from the parents are like, no, it's bad. It winds them up. They can't get settled. They're not situated. They're not comfortable. You know, they have more behavioral issues and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, so this whole overstimulation thing's not a good thing. And they're saying, yeah, but they don't, because Sebastian doesn't usually, from my understanding, do this much activity. And so he did a lot this one specific day. You know, he gets up, he has this, you know, fun breakfast his mother describes, which is basically spaghetti pancakes. I have Googled it, y'all, and it's basically like a funnel cake, a pancake. It's quite an interesting concept. I can see how it would taste good, you know. Hey, Army Vet, it's nice to see you. So they had breakfast. Apparently, he doesn't have breakfast like that often. She describes him calling the family to brag about it. I'm certain that there must have been a call, and that's why they bring that up. And they have to go with the story that law enforcement has. So I have to think that the phone call was made to the family, or some type of chat was made to the family. And then later that morning, they head off to BJ's. BJ's had just opened in the area, but on the Saturday before, they went to Costco's. Why is it important that I'm telling you that? Because Costco's and BJ's are a similar type of store. They're a wholesale store where you buy stuff in bulk. And so they had already bought stuff in bulk the day before on Saturday. That's the photo that we saw very much on all the FBI flyers, the one that's had the optimism shirt on. Everybody thought that was a younger photo of Sebastian. Well, we had learned early on that was actually taken on February 24th, on Saturday, February 24th. But we do know that there were some photos taken of him on February 25th by his mother while they were at the Texas Roadhouse, but we've never seen those photos ever. So the only photos we have are from that day are taken from footage. And so these two are taken from footage as well. So let me go ahead and read this post from At Night Creative Intelligence, so everybody's on the same page, and then I'll open it up and we'll read the stuff, because there's stuff in this body here, and sometimes that information changes as well. So I'll read the post, and then I'll read the stuff that's in the missing person flyer here. And maybe I'll send myself some close-ups of these two photos, and we'll put them up behind me. It might take me a second to get it all situated, but we'll get that going so you guys can get a closer and hopefully a cleaner photo of that. So it says Hendersonville, Tennessee. And the $500,000 reward does remain in effect. Hendersonville, Tennessee, November 10th, 2025, the search team for Sebastian Waindrake Rogers has released an update missing poster featuring a new photograph of him from the night he disappeared. From the night he disappeared. The newly added image. Oh, I don't know how much you guys got. Something just happened to my phone. It just jammed up my phone. I don't know what the hell just happened here. Let me, hold on a second. I want to make sure we don't have any lip syncing issues. Okay, so I don't know how much of you guys got that heard before we were interrupted with my jamming of the system. but I'll reread it. So we're going to be newly added images were taken on the evening of February 25th, 2024 during a brief stop at a local bowling alley with his mother. So this is from the bowling alley with his mother. This was shortly before they went to dinner at the Texas Roadhouse in Hendersonville. Volunteers hope this additional time-specific photo will help the public better recognize Sebastian's appearance on the night he was last seen. So I'll try to blow this up and get this in there. Sebastian, now 16, was last seen in Sumner County, Tennessee. He is described as approximately 5'5" and 120 pounds with blonde or brown hair, and brown to hazel eyes. He typically wears black square-framed glasses. And again, credible information leading to Sebastian's safe return remains at $500,000. Tips can be provided anonymously. And then they give all the contact information for law enforcement and want this right here sent to the public. So let me pull this up and see if I can somehow get these photos over to me. Give me just a second. I'm gonna take a brief break to adjust these photos so we can get these photos. I can look. I'm gonna have to do two separate things, so give me about a minute, okay? One full minute. I'm gonna leave this up. But I've got to pull the photos, then I got to clean up the photos, then I got to size the photos so they fit behind me. So just give me two shakes of a lamb's tail to do this. I should have done this earlier and I didn't think to, so I apologize. Still here, I'm still working. Give me just a minute. Oh, why did I take that down? There we go. There we go. Give me a minute, I'm still working. All right, I just got them cut. So give me a few more seconds. Now I got to clean them up and see if I can put them up here. So give me 2 more seconds. Almost getting it done. I'm getting it done. Okay, I'm at the last step. The very last step. All right, didn't come in as good as I had hoped, but at least it gave me something to work with here. Hold on a second. Let me open up. Okay, so this is basically what we have, and you can't really see a whole lot from that angle. So we've got this right here, and those are the images that are being pulled from inside the bowling alley, folks. So I can clear it up a little bit, but as you can see, once it starts clearing up, it starts distorting because of the pixelation. So we do have some photos of him in here that we can look at, but there they are kind of right there related to that. And again, I tried to clean them up as much as possible, but it's kind of hard to do that. So let me go ahead and put the, oops, hold on. Let me put this back behind us. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. There we go. There we go. So now we got to see the photos. Those are these 2 photos right here that we were just looking at. And again, they didn't come out as clear as I had hoped that they came out. So what is inside of, what is at the bottom, like right down here? So let's go ahead and read what we've got here. And it says in this area right here, I'll read this stuff at the end that's above here, this little print right here. I'll read that. But right now I'm reading all of this right down here first, okay? So let me go ahead and read that for you. Hey, Hobo's mom, it's nice to see you. Tanya, hello. Daffy Dog, Kaz, Veronica, it's nice to see you. Brown Chicken, hello. This case is very enraging. Yeah, I know. You guys know how I am. I start cussing. But I'm trying to keep it. And hey, Jacqueline, it's nice to see you. You're cutting in and out. Well, am I cutting in and out right now? I shouldn't be cutting in and out at all right now. I'm back. Please keep praying for Sebastian's safe return and praying for the strength for Seth, who is fighting every day for his son. Okay. Thank you, little orange man. Veronica's saying I'm breaking up badly. Might be your internet, because everybody's saying I'm doing well. Sound and look wonderful. Thank you, Brown Chicken. Appreciate it. So Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, if I do, let me know, and I went out and came back in. It's good. Okay. All right, thanks. So it might be something hinky with YouTube. Cherokee, Brenda Sue, it's nice to see you. Tina, good afternoon. So it says Sebastian Wayne Rogers vanished on February 25th, 2024 after leaving Texas Roadhouse in Hendersonville, Tennessee with his mother. He was 15 years old, 5'5", approximately 120 pounds, with blonde or brown hair, brown or hazel eyes, wearing all black and square-framed glasses. He has high-functioning autism and a rare chromosome syndrome, conditions that may complicate but do not prevent his ability to find his way home. Contrary to his speculation, remember, we were told this kid, was basically an infant at the beginning of this case by his mother and stepfather, and we found out through his father, Seth, that couldn't have been further from the truth. There is no evidence that he requires life-saving medication. Those closest to him, including his father, reject the theory that he simply wandered off. They believe he's alive and they want the truth. As of November 10th, 2025, the reward stands at $500,000 for credible information leading to Sebastian's safe return and the arrest of those responsible. This includes $50,000 from the FBI, along with major contributions from Dwayne Dog, the bounty hunter Chapman, and At Night Intelligence. Working independently from law enforcement, these teams are actively pursuing leads nationwide. If you have anything, no matter how small, say something, a comment, a strange vehicle, a quiet or uneasy child. You don't need to solve the case. Just be truthful. Your identity stays protected. Your tip could bring Sebastian home. If you have any information, contact the Sumner County Sheriff's Office at 615-451-3838 and TBI at 800-TBI-FIND. Tips to TBI at tbi.tn.gov, and you can submit tips online to tips.fbi.gov. The FBI has offered up to $50,000 as part of the reward. At Night Intelligence operates independently of law enforcement, deploying its own resources and intelligent capabilities to locate Sebastian. Dog's team remains deeply involved, leveraging confidential sources to pursue new leads. So you can reach him at 844-922-3236 or most wanted at manhunts.one. So it's very interesting that we have new photos. These photos are coming out of the bowling alley. Strikes and spares. We were told that they went in there and they played games. From what we're hearing from At Night, it appears that they went in, realized there was no bowling rows because it was a tournament, and they immediately and abruptly left the building, not playing those video games. So it makes you wonder why they embellished the truth, unless I misunderstood. I'll have to check again. Prayers for yes, I appreciate that, Daffy Dog. Don't let them distract from Sebastian, only hearing every other word. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Go out and come back in. So there is that. I have to head to the vets. Okay, well, take those poochies. Take the poopies. Got to take care of the poopies. It's too damn cold. I'm telling you, this morning, if you guys weren't watching the show from this morning, it was when I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, we reached our high for the day. Everything from like 5 o'clock this morning is going down. It was like 70 degrees this morning, and it's like keeps going down, down, down. If you guys don't know, we're in an Arctic blast. Aw, thank you, Denise. Denise says, y'all start hitting the hearts. Aw, thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you guys would like, hit that, hit the like button. You can double hit on the screen. You should be able to double hit on the screen and hit the like button. So I'm in sweatsuit, 55, I haven't even got it, I'm still in shorts, but I'm staying in the house. Delilah's not liking it. She's been up my butt all day. She wants to go out so bad, and I did go out and play with her for a little bit, and I was starting to hurt, my shoulder hurts so bad. So it's like, I can only play with her until, and once I start having pain, I got to come back in here because I don't want it to get out of hand. I'll push it a little bit, but not too much. 33, 35. Wow. It's too cold. It's cold in Scotland. Oh, that's right, Kaz. I keep forgetting you're from Scotland. We had snow too. Oh, see, I was wondering about that. Guys, if you didn't know, we're opening the country up. It looks like we've got all the votes we need. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it looks like hopefully by Friday we'll be up and running. So I know it doesn't take away all the crap we've had to deal with so far, but we're opening up. It looks like by Friday we should be, opening up full, where President Trump signs the paper. If everything goes well, we still have a few people that can throw sticks in the fire, but I think at this point, with this being the longest shutdown in our entire history, I'm hoping that everybody just stops throwing temper tantrums in our Senate, in our House. That's what if we can just remove the children just to get this passed, okay? We just need adults in there right now, just the adults, okay? Good gracious. Good great. 92. Where the heck are you? You can't be in the United States if it's 92 degrees. Because I don't think there's any place in the United States right now that's 92 degrees. Oh, Melly Cat, it's nice to see you. I'd like the 2000. Hey, I'm eyeballing it. As soon as I hear some more details, you guys know I came. Hey, Angela. Our angel eyes, that's nice to see you. I came and checked out Cali is hot. Cali, you must be not northern Cali, you guys must be down by Mexico, right? Because Los Angeles was the only spot on the map that showed yellow. Miami and a spot over so you have to be close to Los Angeles. Because when I was looking at the map was blue. We have some dips in Florida that were green, and there was some yellow, right? There was some yellow, and one of those spots of yellow was actually over in California. I do remember it. But it looked like it was over in the area of like Los Angeles, where our case is. San Diego. How far away is that from Los Angeles? I'm not a Floridian. Molly Cat gifted a Bullhorn Betty membership. If you received your Bullhorn Betty membership, Blue Wolf got it. Blue Wolf, welcome to this great family. We've got the Coffee Club. I'm easy and sad and love. Grab your straight jacket in your padded room. And welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Yeah, I don't know. So we've been covering this case of Sebastian Rogers. This is one of the cases that kind of make me realize just how shady Santa Barbara is doing, Ashley Buzzard. While I, like I said, I don't agree with what Ashley has done by any stretch of the imagination, but just because you haven't done something right doesn't mean that you have, that you should have your rights violated. And Sumner County violated my rights. And they violated my rights very, very badly. And so did Chris and Katie Proudfoot. And I will deal with them at some point. We are still in court right now. That court is now over, and I have not started with them on the damages that they have caused me in my life. And so those are going to be in a separate situation altogether. So we're far from being over, with this case, but at the end of the day, I already have determined that Chris and Katie are lying about everything. I've already determined that it appears that Chris came to that house that night. It appears there's only, there's one of two things. He either went out, which we can clearly see. We've cleaned up images from those blobs, and we can clearly see a blob carrying a blob to a car. So I believe Sebastian was taken out that night, and I believe Chris Proudfoot and family or friends are the ones that did it. I believe that somebody knows something in that family other than just them too. FBI has already moved the needle because in the last notification to us that they were trying to take away from the lights in the side yard, they acknowledged that there was in fact a pickup truck moving around at that time of night. And I think that is a step in the right direction because we know Chris Proudfoot has a pickup truck. We know because of Elevated Truth that Chris Proudfoot's car was picked up in one of their sweeps, and he's trying to say it was from from the afternoon when he got back to the house after Sebastian disappeared, not before. And I don't believe that, because why would the CART team pull those reports after he returned back to the property as opposed to during the time in which this child disappeared, which would have been before 6 a.m. And then we find out over a year and a half later that there truly was a truck moving about on a road not connected to that community that could see through to that community. I find that awfully interesting that FBI acknowledged that. So we have a lot of people still moving about in this very small area where a lot of people should have been sleeping. So we're still working through that. And then, of course, Sonny's release. I can't believe that those unscrupulous PIs that worked for Seth would record the sheriff. I mean, I would expect a content creator to record the sheriff. I've recorded a sheriff. I recorded my conversation with Kim Neal in Moab, Utah. But I mean, I'm a content creator. I don't have a professional license that tells me I have to act in good moral turpitude. And I secretly record a sitting sheriff. Seems like somebody should have lost their license. I'm just saying. And then to have all this shit leaked out all over, private conversations leaked out all over the internet by licensed PIs. I find it reprehensible. This is why I don't trust internet PIs. Okay? If you ever know anything about me, I will find you somebody local, a local PI. But the one thing I will not do is send you to an internet PI. They do not follow the same rules and laws that normal PIs do. Like there is, these things called ethics. Being a paralegal, I had to learn ethics and confidentiality. Like where we're trusted with a lot of top secret information, and no matter what, we have to learn to keep that stuff to ourselves, even when we don't want to, right? And these PIs, they take these tests. That's all they do. They take the tests. I don't think they read the work. Because if they read the work, they would know that this kind of behavior from a private investigator is a big old fat no-no. Big old fat no-no. You would expect me to do something like that, not them. Who else? Oh, thank you, Hobo's Mom. 10 months. Thank you for all you do, Betty. Sebastian's Army. Amen. 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 Amanda, it's nice to see you. Veronica, I think I said hi to you already, but just in case I didn't. Raw Beanie 34. I know, it's cold. It's cold. Oh, Hobo's Mom. Hobo's Mom gifted a Bullhorn Betty membership. Oh, there you go, dreaming blue skies and sandy beaches. You're back. You're back, Jack. You're back, Jack. We love it. Oh, thank you. I'm a pumpkin head. Thank you, Raw Beanie. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Valerie, it's nice to see you. Kiki, hey, hey, hey. We have snow. Oh, good gracious. I keep wondering, is Florida going to get it? It's going to be cold enough. Florida might get it. So I don't really have a whole lot, related to Sebastian's case other than you guys know. I mean, I think we'll take another deep dive because we haven't talked about this case in a while. We are going to be gearing up for February. It sounds like there might be some other things that we're going to try to put together in February for Sebastian Rogers. And hopefully we'll be able to get everything, accomplished and done. Oh, thank you, Mike. Late lunch. Can you please repeat the update? Sure. It might be a little long-winded. At night, Private Intelligence has released a couple new images. It's these two images right here. These are from inside of the Stripes and Spares. We haven't seen anything inside Stripes and Spares, and it's my understanding that I've learned recently or over the last several months that we were told for a really long time that Katie and Sebastian went to Stripes and Spares, or Spares and Stripes, or whatever the hell the name is called. I think it's strikes and spares, but I could be wrong. It might be spares and strikes, but I think it's strikes and spares. Went there, and because there were leagues playing, they didn't have any lane to use, and so they went and played video games. And then after they wrapped up with video games, they went over to dinner at the Texas Roadhouse. That's what we were told by Katie. It was in one of the interviews. I can't remember one of the interviews. She stated that they were at Strikes and Spares to play video games. And it wasn't until later that it was learned that the reason why they played the video games instead of bowling was because there was tournaments that day. And so we got these images here. I kind of blew them up, but they didn't come out any, really, in all fairness, they didn't come out any better than what we had, So I tried to clean them up, but even cleaning them up and smoothing out the lines, it didn't really help too much. But it does give you some side images and pictures of kind of what it was, there. And then, of course, we were just read the stuff on the missing person flyer, which is here. We just read this stuff down here. Which is basically describing his height and weight and that he has autism. However, this condition doesn't it may complicate things, but does not prevent his ability to come home, and that he is not on any life-saving medication that anybody is aware of. That there's still the reward still stands at $500,000, which does include the $50,000 from the FBI. In their cases, obviously, they're running an investigation independent of law enforcement, which we all know. So the same, normal run of the mill. So really, the only update that we have is At Night still on the case. We've got new photos here. We have the new release of Sonny Weatherford, the sheriff out there, before he prematurely lost his life at a medical event when he was at a police event at a different location. I believe he either had a heart attack or something, but he never made it back from that. And how horrible that was. But it sounds like SSPI did go in there and did record some of the conversations he had. And he basically said that they have all of the videos from the entire area, but there's nothing. And so if we were to base that on that and say, for whatever reason, there was no car in the middle of the night, which I don't believe, and there were no flashlights, then basically the only time Katie left that home was that morning when she was a driver, like a NASCAR driver through the thing. And we've heard so many times, but listen to this. I want to say this, and I want you guys to go back. We're going to play it tomorrow morning. I got to fix my green screen. I'm going to do that after I get done here. We may run a test tonight to see if I got my green screen fixed right or not. But listen to this. When I listen to people's sounds. I listen to people's behavior. I watch law enforcement behavior. It guides us a lot on this show just by being observant, okay? And so my observations told me when those two started talking about Cathy Bowersox being at Warsham's, Sonny clammed up. And he even started saying things like, I can't really tell you everything about the case. And I'm like, whoa. And if you guys know anything about Warsham's, and maybe you don't, and again, we're going to pull up the map. I'm going to show you everything. It's right across the street from Sebastian's school. Why the hell was Cathy Bowersox there at 5:30 in the morning when that child had not even been reported missing yet? Why was the first thing that Katie did was take off from the house and go directly there? Hey, nerdy girl. We got some problems, guys. We got some problems. Oh, I missed some things. Deanna. Oh, I love it. Thumbs up. I love it. Oh, Pammy Bear. You gifted 5 Bullhorn memberships. If you received your Bullhorn Betty memberships, don't forget to tell Pammy Bear thank you. Let me see if I can go up to you. Oh, and Veronica gifted a Bullhorn Betty membership too. Bullhorn Betty. I feel like Oprah Winfrey right now. You get a Bullhorn Betty membership, and you get a Bullhorn Betty membership, and you get a Bullhorn Betty membership, and a Bullhorn Betty membership for you, and everyone. Everybody gets a Bullhorn Betty membership. Thank you, Pammy Bear. Oh, I love it. Seashell, Leslie, Army Vet, welcome aboard. Brenda, Cries, Marie, it's nice to see you. Thank you. Welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club. I eat, it's sad, it's I love. Grab your straight jacket in your padded room. Sheila says, wishing you love, peace, and happiness. 25 months. Good gracious, girl. You've been putting up with my mug too long. Veronica gifted a Bullhorn Betty membership, and Nerdy Girl got it. Tanya, welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club. I eat, it's sad, it's I love. Grab your straight jacket and padded room. I was trying to clap right along with it. Outer Banks, I think I kept up with it. And almost got me some happy hands. Nerdy Girl, welcome to this crazy family. You've been part of this channel for a while. Sheila, my way of helping you help others. Aw, thank you. I appreciate it. And Outer Banks, it's Clappy Seal. I was trying. Meemaw gave a high five. Robin's with the laughing disco. Love it. Carol, is that right? Outer Banks, rocking it out. Woohoo! We'll be rocking it out when we get back into the office. Love it. I can't receive memberships. I don't know why. Oh, that sucks. That's okay. We love. You know, you can do instead. You can give me a thumbs up and share it. That's what you can do. That'll help. Cause I'm a love machine. So yeah, that's really all we have right now. You know, I would really like to look into, and maybe we need to go back now that we have some new information. I think in February, I might get there a day early. I might come in a day early and go look at some areas in February because, you know, we have more information now. Hey, Kiki, I'm trying to get them monetized, and Google is aggravating me. Oh, good gracious, I know, it aggravates the piss out of me, too. That's why I like the fact that it's one and done. Because as long as you keep it real and you don't lose your channel, it's one and done. I don't want to have to deal with that shit. I one of these, set it and forget it. If it's not broke, don't fix it, you know? Just keep these going just the way they were. Even StreamYard, it got to the point where it was just every single day cussing at my show, literally cussing at it. And finally, I couldn't do it anymore. And now I go over there to run, you know, the Bullhorn Betty crime story side because I really don't care if it's on the free version or whatever. And now they have all these features and stuff like that. And it's like, that's okay. I'm going to keep going over there and watching their features. I'm going to build my own features because the only way they can build that is through open source. I'm working on the open source, you know, thing as is. So I'm literally building a studio from nothing. But now I have the experience of building a studio from nothing. And then now I'm about to cut myself out and I'm going to do this stuff here. But when I do it, we're not going to have all these hand stuff where you see all this. We're going to try to, you know, make sure that when we do a green screen or the virtual green screen that we find a way that this doesn't happen. We'll see. Hey, JH, it's nice to see you. Dina? Good afternoon. It's nice to see you. So if you guys are just coming in, I just want to let you know we've got 2 new photos right here of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Sebastian disappeared on February 26, 2024 from his locked home where he was with his military and MMA trained mother and just disintegrated from his bed. Law enforcement says his child was inside his home, unequivocally inside his home, came back from Texas Roadhouse, went inside his home. The only time he came outside of his home was to take the garbage out to the road, and then he went back inside the home. After that, nobody came or left from inside the home that they could see from any neighbor camera. And so Sonny does not believe Sebastian is alive. That's the other caveat, the other takeaway that I got from it. So that is the story that we are at. Now, was there anything else produced from that? We're going to play it. I think we'll play it tomorrow, and we'll dissect it and see what Sunny has to say. I know you guys listened to it on Clutch the Pearls, because that's where I was listening to it at. But I do think that there are some additional takeaways we might be able to garner. Some of the stuff that's going to be about the same. Hey, Samantha, it's nice to see you. Who else do we have? What is this? Hold on a second. I know. Candace, exactly. How the heck can this happen? Just poof. I agree. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. But it does, we know that children don't disintegrate. So we know that if there is no proof that this child left the home and the child actually left the home in the middle of the night, then somebody snuck that child out of the house. If there was no activity on the outside of that house at that night, which again, I don't believe, because we literally have showing something was going on outside of that house, down the road from that house, in a very suspicious area on Stafford Court, which is a dead-end road. Okay, so their street is a dead-end road. It cul-de-sacs at the end. It doesn't have anything to go through. There's no reason why somebody should be going down that road. It doesn't cut through to that whole community there outside of Devon, taking them to that other community. There is no attachment to any other community. The only attachment they have to the other community, again, is on Devon. That strip that goes over into that other project, that's the only way into that project, right? But on the other side, to get to the other side, the road where they said that this truck was moving that made this little light for a minute and a half, which doesn't make sense. But I digress. They acknowledge at that night, early in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, that is being made by a truck moving, a pickup truck moving in the middle of the night on the road over. I found that interesting, especially since Elevated Truth said Chris's truck was picked up on the cart pool. And Chris is arguing that it was from 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the 26th when he arrived there. But, usually the CART teams pull those reports in and around when the child disappeared. They usually don't take it out after the whole entire cavalry has showed up to the site. So I find that a little weird. And then a year and a half later, they come out and say that, in fact, a pickup truck was in fact moving around that time of night. They don't imply whose pickup truck it was, but they do tell us it's on a road that's unconnected to this community. However, it's got lights flickering into the community according to law enforcement. So I don't know. I listened to all this stuff. I put this stuff together, and if that is true, I think Chris is smart enough to sneak it home, and he would know what to take. These are military trained people. Chris Proudfoot is specifically trained in person recovery. He actually went overseas with his naval unit to recover people, and I can't remember where it was. Maybe it was in Haiti after a tsunami. So he's actually trained in finding humans. Deceased humans too, which I found pretty odd considering he didn't even want to go out and try to help look for his stepson when he had that kind of training, and probably had more and better training than the law enforcement officers on the ground. And he is so arrogant and pompous that he would have wanted to remind them of that had it been any other time, right? But he didn't. He just sat back and they'll never find him. That's about how he was. Well, they're never going to find him. This is going to go down as the most perplexing case in history. Just saying. not going to take that big bite I did at the beginning. Ha ha. So that's where we are. If you're wondering what I'm eating chicken cordon bleu. I used honey ham instead of country ham. Yeah. All honesty, I prefer the country ham and the cordon bleu. But I prefer the honey ham and the for breakfast. So I'm on a fixed income. So I had to use one. I had to pick a package to use for both. And so I went with honey. It's not that bad. I just prefer country ham in my chicken cordon bleu, just to let you know. And I got to tell you this. If you want to know what I season the cordon bleu with, salt and pepper, of course. But if you want the flavor that I do before I do the egg wash, you guys don't have one of these here? This is Popey's. We have their restaurants here. They created their restaurants here in Manatee County. They're a Greek family, and so they have their own line of Greek dressing. But in all fairness, when I couldn't afford their Greek dressing and I wanted a Greek dressing, I went to the store. And as long as you have a Greek dressing, I find a Greek dressing, a chicken cordon bleu, salt and peppered, and then, you know, that Greek dressing rubbed and massaged all over it, it gives it an amazing flavor before you dunk it into your egg wash and then your breadcrumbs. Just saying, it's good. So, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a pretty cut. And you can see all the layers, the chicken, the ham, and the cheese. And like I said, if you guys have, this is the simplest thing you could ever freaking make, and it's so tasty. But ladies, you have to beat the chicken, okay? I don't know if you've ever beaten the chicken. We're not talking about leaky balls or sweaty balls, and that's eyeballs, okay? We're talking about pounding the chicken today. And I gotta tell you, if you are not making chicken cordon bleu, you are missing a great therapy session. Okay? I'm sorry. When you have to beat the chicken, when you have to take it from a chicken breast and make it this thin, do you guys have any idea how therapeutic that is? Remember your boss? Remember that ungrateful child? Huh? Remember that customer that really got under your skin? Yeah. You want to beat that chicken, baby. Yes, sir. Beat that chicken. Beat that chicken, and after you're done beating that chicken, roll some ham up in it. Roll some Swiss cheese up in it, and then you're not done. Then you get to take these freaking these big huge toothpicks. Big old toothpicks. And you can get these at the dollar store. I don't know why people would pay $3 or $4 for these big old toothpicks, right? You're not done there. Now after you beat your chicken, okay? And you're like, woohoo! I beat my chicken. Then you get to stab the shit out of it, right? You want to close that puppy up, make sure it doesn't fall out. All right, so here's your therapy lesson. All right, here's your therapy lesson from good old crazy Betty, right? Sweaty Betty. Just saying. This is what you guys are going to want to do. That next time you get pissed off, go get yourself some boneless, skinless chicken. Go get yourself some ham and some Swiss cheese. Some egg and some, I like the garlic. I don't like the Italian breadcrumbs. They have these new roasted garlic breadcrumbs. Holy crap. Those things are so good on the chicken cordon bleu. Don't use plain ones. Use either the seasoned ones or the roasted garlic. I'm telling you, I'm in love with these roasted garlic breadcrumbs. I'm in love with them. I'm just letting you know. Panko rocks too. So, Taylor Swift song Wood. Taylor Swift's song is Wood and mine's Beat That Chicken. gracious. Where was Terry B. Sock Monday morning? Great question. That is a great question. That is a great question. Where was Terry Bowersox that morning? Him and his wife are always together. When have we seen them? Except when he was stalking me. Except when he was stalking me in my vehicle out at when I was going to get steak. You're going to make my balls leak. Leaky balls and beaten chickens, okay? Guys, you don't want to be coming around here. We got some crazy women up in here. That like to beat things, apparently. Just not children. CB says she was on her way to get her hair. Not that early. Come on, guys. Wait a minute. On a Monday? Isn't Monday the day that hairdressers take off? I mean, it's been a long time since I've had my hair done, but I'm almost. Who has a hairdresser open on Monday? That's what I was gonna say. I don't think we do. Do we have hairdressers open on Mondays? I thought Mondays they were like the Chinese restaurants. Everybody's closed Mondays. Most are closed on Mondays. Yeah. I mean, I could be wrong. Oh, look who it is. Sorta Morta. Hey, Raymond, it's nice to see you, love. Hello, CPTV. Know where Sebastian is, in my opinion. I think they do. That's my opinion, too. Hey, Frank. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Trust the process. My daughter is open Monday, closed on Tuesdays. Oh, that's smart. Get that Monday here. Actually, that's pretty smart. But it's always been, I remember, because I remember there's been times that I needed to get something done. I'm like, you're not open. You need to call around. I remember. And the only thing I remember is there's only 2 businesses that I've known of that are closed on Monday. That's Chinese food and hairdressers. Here, everything's closed on Thursdays. Oh, interesting. Huh. I guess if it's the way that area is, the way the area is, but it's just weird for me. But I would like to see, what was that road? Let me look at the map here. Hold on. What is that road that they said the car was on? Was that Honeysuckle? I can remember. Let's get in here and look. Huh. Okay, so it's on the other side of the Stafford Court. There it is. It's right there. Which road is this? Oh, that's Kellen Lane, so that's not it. So, it's got to be this one. It is Honeysuckle Drive. That's where they were saying that there was movement coming from, was that Honeysuckle Drive. And they say the road is a dead end, which it is. But you can still see a clear path over to this like farmland behind it and a house really, really far away. Huh. I'd like to get back there. I bet you the person in that house would let us go back there too. I bet you anything. I think I've identified a new search area. If I can just get everybody to, I really do. I think I got myself a new search area. I still like that place behind Enoch, but this area out here past Honeysuckle, like you take Honeysuckle all the way back to the end of the road, it's like a forest there. And we heard from law enforcement that there was somebody moving about at 3 o'clock in the morning on that road, allegedly. So I'm interested. I'm interested. And look how close Happy Hallow is to that. And we've heard Happy Hallow quite a bit. So we have Happy Hallow to Doodle Hallow and Honeysuckle, that whole area. That whole area. But I could have sworn I met a woman on Happy Hallow. She was riding a horse. And she said she did all of the mountains like along Happy Hallow. But I could be wrong. It might have been a different woman. But I know there was also another pond out there. But according to Sunny, anything within a 5-mile radius, that there was a pond or something that they thoroughly checked the pond. Interesting, he has a pic out there last year from a storage building in bins, but the door are orange, usually U-Haul. Yeah, or public storage. Public storage is orange. Public storage signs all orange. Sorry. CB's hair looks like crap on that Monday. And I well, that should be easy. I mean, Seth should be able to tell us whether her hair was done professionally or not. I mean, it's hard to hide that. You can smell it. You can smell the friggin', hairdresser in the hair. Hey. She needs to get frontal lobotomy. Probably. Also doing some research last night, that St. Jude's builds homes for families. Yeah, but he was on that building. I don't think he would have made it out there. There's a few reasons. Hey, Raymond Thomas, thanks for being the newest member of our crazy family we call the Coffee Club. Hi, eating and sad. It's that love. Great to have you. Grab your straight jacket and your padded room. You're going to need it. I don't think beautiful Sebastian will ever be found. I believe an ultimatum was given to the mom due to him wanting Faith or G-Mom wanting her. Yeah. Women and men do crazy state stuff for attention of him. We see it every day. We see it every day. It literally sickens our stomach, but we see it every day. We see it every day here on the Bullhorn Betty channel of women choosing men over their child. Many of you guys smoke, right? I did. And I know how hard it was for me to quit. And I remember even going from smoking to vaping was very, very hard for me. I mean, but to cold turkey stop, like I like Jonathan a lot. He hated smoking. I mean, that's the reason why I went to the vape to begin with. He didn't like it. And I did that for a man, basically. I mean, I did it for myself, but, I don't think I would have been as eager if it wasn't for that extra support, right? And so I remember quitting, and I did that, but I couldn't, no matter how hard I had tried, and as much as I wanted to, I couldn't quit the vaping. I couldn't stop, and it was just recently here that I finally just wanted to stop. And, but I did that for me, and probably why I was successful. And the reason why I'm telling you this story is because from my understanding, Chris hated smoking, and it was either cigarettes or him, the ultimatum for that. And she gave up cigarettes just like that. And I'm like, that's, and if she can do that, I can't even do that, And if she can do that, then what else is she willing to do for that man? Because that's some hard stuff. And from what I hear, she cold turkeyed it for her man. So I don't know. I know for 20 years I've been trying to quit. And she could just a guy walks into her life and she's just cold turkey. What the what? So that tells you, the spell, Chris has over Katie. And he did give her an ultimatum. We know that we heard that ultimatum from the very beginning of this case. Hey, Magellan's, Meganels, I think I said that right. I think I did that before too, but you haven't been here for a while, so I screwed it up. I have to learn all your names all over again. Betty's getting old. Betty's getting old. So I'd like to do that. I don't know. There's definitely something there. I know that Silver's on the Scene's been out there. I think maybe that we need to coordinate something. Maybe we need, you know what? If we're all going to be there in February, I think we need to, you know, we're going to have a lot of people there. I think we need search party. I think we need to take a day and do a search for Sebastian. Yes, I can, Vicky. I hope you could, yeah, I can see you. Hey, busy mama. But I think, you know, I mean, I'd like, if we're all going to be going, like, I just don't want it, like, I want the actual big event to be on the 26th, his 2-year milestone. I think he deserves it. I think people in that community need to see that, you know, he's loved. He's still, you know, we're still trying to find him. People, you know, their local news is not talking about him, so they don't even remember he's gone. You know, they don't even remember he's gone because local news and law enforcement has failed this boy so much that even the community doesn't even know he still hasn't been found, in my opinion. Because you know, I've been angry with the community this whole time about why isn't anybody doing anything for this boy. But you know what? I have to look. I may be misanalyzing that. It might be the simple fact that, you know, out of sight, out of mind. They didn't even realize this child's still missing. I don't know how many times, like that one girl, that 10-year-old girl here in Florida, right? I mean, I heard about the case months ago, back in June or July or whenever she went missing with her mom, Pasha. And out of sight, out of mind. Our news stopped talking about it. So when I was doing my search, you know, we didn't have it on a tickler system. So I you know, out of sight, out of mind. And then we find out that here we are, you know, months later, and this child's still missing. And now her mother's in jail, just got arrested, and still no child. And, you know, and it was out of sight, out of mind. If it was still in the newspaper, we would have definitely picked up on it, because I do searches every single day just to inform audience on cases where we don't have enough, you know, meat and potatoes to it where we can run a show on it. So we do like a little 5-minute, you know, especially with children, that if we're working on, say, Sebastian Rogers, we're really hot and heavy in Sebastian Rogers' case, but we still had other missing children that came up. So I'd throw them up at the beginning of the show who they were, give the details, and then we'd start on the meat and potatoes of our show, you know, talking about the Sebastian Rogers case, or another case like Lily and Jack Sullivan. Another very, very strange, perplexing case that defies logic, much like Sebastian Rogers' case. But if you want to know about me and Lori Daybell, in the Lori Daybell case, I think Sebastian Rogers is more like Lori Daybell's case than Ashley Buzzard, because Ashley Buzzard was seen with her daughter traveling. Just like Sebastian Rogers, he was with his mother 1 minute and then gone the next. And that's the way it was with Lori Daybell. Those kids were with their mom 1 second, and then 1 second they were not. And so that's the issue that we have. So, hey, Archaholic, I haven't seen you, but I see somebody saying hi to you. So, I don't think my wheelchair has to go over all the areas. Seriously, though. No. Who's dissing Sonia? I didn't see anything, but if anybody comes in here, you don't want to do that. But the people that come in here dissing somebody like Sonia anyways is just a troll trying to incite the violence, you know, in this chat. They've got nothing better to do. Sorry, the people you support murdered a kid. Don't be mad at us. Don't be hating on us for telling the truth. You know, sorry you were on the wrong side of the argument, you know. Sorry you're a piece of shit. Sorry you're a scumbag, you know. We'll continue to pray for you. We'll continue to pray for you. We do pray for scumbags. And I don't know why, because, you know, I'm just not, I'm getting to the point where I'm going to start leaving the religious stuff and praying for people, for the clergymen. because I'm about to be part of the Smacko tribe, bitch! I'm just joking. It felt good to say it. What can I say? It felt good to say it. Oh, well, you know, just another account. He's got a sad life. I mean, think about it. We rent space in that man's head all day long. I like it. He's so obsessed. Like, we literally rent space in that man's head literally all day long. Like, free rent too. Free rent too. It's hilarious. His life doesn't exist without us in it. Just remember that. He doesn't feel whole without us. I don't pray for those who don't deserve it. I use my time wisely. Amen to that. Amen to that. Amen to that. All right, guys. Well, I do think we have some work. I'll start rolling out some more content on Sebastian as we start leading up to February. We need to get the February flyer out and start getting that passed around with our content creators to advertise it. And if you guys know of a content creator that would like to be part of it, like to speak or anything like that, have them reach out to bullhornbetty@gmail.com, bullhornbetty@gmail.com. We've got a lot going on here. I'll be there all week, but the main event that we're going to be coming to is going to be on February 26th, which is a Thursday of that week, if I'm not mistaken. So if you guys can't make it the whole week, which I don't anticipate, I mean, this is my job, so I can be there for the whole week. But I don't anticipate many of you can take time for the whole week. But if you are in the area, you want to come out, please do. But if you can schedule everything for you to be there on the 26th, that would be the best. That's when I really need everybody there, is the 1 year milestone. We will have drinks. We will have a cake there just to snack on something. We'll get a cake for Sebastian, you know. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on it yet. Maybe we'll just remembering Sebastian. I don't know. But we'll do a large, you know, depending on how many people. I'm thinking 100 people. We need a sheet, like a huge, you know, table sheet. You know, not one of those little 13 by 9 sheets. I'm talking about a true sheet cake, and maybe that's what we'll end up doing. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. But there will be drinks there. I'll have the cooler there. There will be enough stuff for people. I'll even have some people, you know, have some plastic bags walking up and down the road, making sure you guys stay hydrated and stuff like that with waters. We'll have people that want to participate in the sign waving can. If you guys want to be part, like maybe like ushers, help us, you know, tell people where to stand, tell people what to do, you know, just kind of give them some advice, hand out waters. Those types of things. If you'd like to do that, please reach out to me at bullhornbetty@gmail.com. We're going to need some volunteers to help with this. Of course, you know, Sonia and the Real Me Too are usually always by my side when I'm in Tennessee, so I anticipate that they'll be there and be able to help out with some, but I don't want them I need somebody that's energetic, that can be up and down the road, handing out water, making sure people are staying hydrated. That's going to be my biggest concern. If you do choose to come out there, please bring a chair. Please bring a sign. I anticipate it being February, so you might want to bring a jacket. We are a rain and shine channel, so that means no matter what the conditions are on the outside, if we're going to be there, we're going to be there. Okay, we will make concessions and other things. But if, you know, I work rain or shine, sleet or snow. I'm better than the USPS, okay? I'm just saying. We ain't quitters, okay? Anything short of golf-sized ball hail coming down, whacking me upside the head with, we're going to be standing out there, okay? If it's snowing, we're going to be standing out. In the blizzard, we'll take tag team. We'll take turns. No, we won't. We'll find if it's blizzardy out there. We'll find a coffee house, okay? We'll find a coffee house, right? But anyways, it'll give us a great perspective of what it most likely was the day that he disappeared, you know, and that's where Seashell. I don't know who gave you your gifted one, but we had some. They were taught. We were on the Oprah Winfrey show a little earlier today because you got a free membership and you got a free membership and you got a free membership and you got a free membership. Hey Sabrina, nice to see you, love. Nice to see you. But we'll start working and getting down. We'll even actually have some open, roundtable discussions on this, how everything's going to flow. So everybody's going to know. It's not like a secret or anything like that. So we'll be doing that an open discussion with everybody here. So if you guys would like to be part of those discussions, I'll let you guys know when we're going to be. Anytime we talk about Sebastian Rogers' case from this point forward, at some point in there, we'll be talking about some of the stuff we're going to be doing for his event. And I'll open up the phone. So if you guys have some suggestions that you would like to maybe like to see implemented or something like that, we need to know now, because if anything costs money, if anything's going to cost us some money, we're going to have to raise that money, and we got to give ourselves enough time to do that. And you guys know it's hard times for people right now, right? And we just coming off of a shutdown. People don't even have their food stamps or some of their funds if they're federal employees. So we're going to be coming off this. It's going to be rough for people. And then this is going to be in February. So we're going to have to give ourselves a little bit of time if we need something. Betty is my spirit animal. Aw, thank you. Sebastian looks so skinny. He does. I don't think he was 120 pounds. I think he was 110 pounds. I don't think he was healthy. They kept saying he's a bottomless pit, but I really do believe they were punishing him for getting into the kitchen. I hear that a lot. I don't know what it is with people and their children and them wanting to lock the cabinet up and lock the food up. Like your children need to eat. When I hear stuff like that, it makes me want to smack the shit out of somebody. Let your kids freaking eat, okay? Unless your child is like 400 pounds and needs to go to, excuse me, not to be rude, but needs to go to the fat farm, If your child's at a healthy weight, if they're hungry, let them eat. You don't want them having food complexes, and when you start regulating too much food, it does something to them, or you just it's not good. Let the child eat. But unless you have an overweight child, if your child is burning weight, because everybody's like carbs are bad. Carbs are bad when you sit on your butt. Okay, carbs are amazing when you're out there burning energy. Okay, so. Carbs for children are much different than carbs for me, okay? Just want to throw that out there for you, okay? I eat a carb, I blow up, okay? They eat a carb, they lose a few pounds. It's different, and it's just different, okay? It's different. So, I don't get it either. I don't, but I hear that so many times. It's always about the food. Like some of the kids have been beaten to death because they eat something out of the refrigerator. I can't. Like what? I can't. Children need to eat. That's the one thing we never wanted for. But I also know that it's psychological because, you guys know my dad. I tell you, he came from a foster family. He came from where his family didn't have food. And when we were growing up, my dad had like this, he had to have completely stocked, it was psychological. Like he had to have every single shelf stocked with food. He had to have a large freezer, chest freezer, stocked with meat and everything. It was a psychological thing for him. When he had money, and that was one thing for him, because when he was growing up, he didn't always have food. So we kind of made it. This is a kid that had nothing, that pulled himself by the bootstraps. We were living next to doctors, lawyers, and car dealership owners. So my dad did pretty damn good for himself. You know what I'm saying? But he had a lot of problems. And like I say, when things were really good in our house, they were really good. But when they were really bad, they were really bad. But it was the psychological damage of having to fight for food just on my father, just seeing him having to stock, and then when it got to the point where he moved over to the other house, he started building shelving in his garage. He looks like he's waiting for Armageddon, like there's so much canned food. I don't think some of that canned food, guys, for you survivalists, let me just give you a little tidbit of information. You know those canned goods? Well, they have an expiration date too, damn it. Okay? When I go pick up a can, I don't want it to say expired in 2003. Okay? Don't eat it. Throw it out. Good gracious. 2003. I'm horrible in my own house. I picked something up. I think it was my taco seasoning. I didn't know taco seasoning expired. Who the hell thinks taco seasoning expires, right? And so I pick up my taco seasoning and I'm like, you know, because I bought the big container. I figured it didn't expire. Well, I noticed that the taste wasn't right? It tasted old. And so I look at it and I realized it had an expiration date of 2017. This just happened like at the beginning of the year. Okay, I just want to put that into perspective. I was using taco seasoning that had expired. Okay, that had expired almost. What would that be? That would be 2017. So 18, 19, 20. So 8 years ago. 8 years ago? Don't worry, I threw it out. Don't worry. And then I went on to this this PTSD rant because I'm like, oh my God, what else is expired? So I start going through everything. I don't want to tell you how much stuff around my house I had expired. From peanut butter to, stuff that was down, in my cabinet that I don't use, but like once a year, once every 2 years, obviously once every 6 years. Apparently I needed a good cleaning out. So folks, if this is just a lesson for you, maybe it's time, if you don't know if you have expired goods, if you think taco seasoning lasts forever, you probably haven't you have some expired seasonings. Canned food rarely expires. Well, I don't know. I had some beans that looked like they were under here, and I turned it over and it said expired. I pitched them. They were expired like 2 years ago. I guess I could have opened it. I guess I should have probably taken some tests, probably opened it and seen how bad it was expired. Just for knowledge, I'm always curious. But I'm one of those people, I thought that, if it's expired, it's spoiled. Can you imagine opening up a bunch of cans that's spoiled? I didn't want it, so I just pitched them. I don't know what to expect. I've never opened up an expired can that I realized was expired at the time. A woman actually accidentally offered her family with way expired. Oh, I don't know. Is it hot chocolate? I don't know. Maybe I'd be okay with that. Maybe not. Well, it's got powdered milk in it. It makes you wonder, is there something funky with that milk? Or nothing bothers your belly any more than soured milk. You want to talk about giving yourself a belly. And I will tell you, I did remember we were having a milk shortage. Do you guys remember that? I think that was all BS from our government too. I don't like our government. I don't trust our government with the shit. But I ended up going out and getting powdered milk because everybody says you can make milk out of powdered milk. Don't do it. They lied. It doesn't. They lied. I wouldn't use it in my eggs. I would not use it in my milk. I would not use it in my cereal. I will not use powdered milk at all. I don't know what they think that is. They're trying to say that is dehydrated, that they managed to take milk and powder it, and all you got to do is add water to it. I don't think that that's real milk, okay? Because if it was real powdered milk, then when you add water to it, shouldn't it taste like milk? Why does it taste like ass? It tastes like ass in a glass, okay? I thought I was being smart. I'm like, no worries, no eggs. I'll go get those, those fake eggs, right? The ones that you shake in the the canister, and we didn't have milk. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm reading, I'm doing all my research. Okay, well, they have this powdered milk. Maybe we'll try that, right? Buy $10 worth of powdered milk. $10. I mix it. I mix it as instructed on the back of it. And yes, Karen, that's about the face I took. I knew I got this. They're like, okay, if you just do it this way, it'll taste real. Okay. It's supposed to be real, right? Real powdered milk. I think they lied. I think it's chemicals. Snowing in Tennessee as well. Aww. I love snow. Guys, ooh, I know what we can do. Prettiest snow photos. The prettiest snow photos. Come on, guys. It's that time of year. Even though we're going to hate the snow, we need to find the beauty in the snow. Always says, going back to the beginning, always late. Yep, that's me. That's okay. That is okay. Oh my goodness. We need photos of snow photos. So if you wake up and there's beautiful snow hanging off your house or your trees, or you're driving and you see that old truck just covered in snow ever so slightly. Oh, we got beautiful snow photos. Send those to bullhornbetty@gmail.com, bullhornbetty@gmail.com. Just flurries here, not enough to count. Well, when it is enough to count, we need no AI. Yep, me ma, that's it. Me ma, no AI. It has to be authentic photos. I think the beach is pretty. Okay, snowy beach. I think the only place you can find a snowy beach is what? North Carolina or South Carolina? That's the only place that we can find, because Florida beaches don't snow. So forget that. I would like to see some a snowy beach. Oh, I gotta get snow shots. Montana. Oh, that's pretty. I bet you that's pretty, sorta. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. That would brighten our day up in the mornings. We'll do a few photos. If we can start getting some rolling in, we'll debut those beautiful photos. And you don't have to tell me where you guys are if you don't want to, but just tell me what state. So I could at least give a little bit of a description about where the look is. But, I understand you guys got privacy, so just keep it, state. If you want to be daring and go like, county or region, then you can do that. But I'm fine with any of it. State's just fine for me. So, but yeah, let's do that. If you guys wake up, because we're supposed to have this Arctic blast. So I kind of, Canada. Do you guys ever get rid of the snow? I don't think you ever go without snow, do you? It was supposed to snow Virginia Beach tonight. That's unheard of here. Oh, good gracious. Ah, wow. It was 75. Yeah, I know. Well, we have that Arctic blast. It was 70 this morning. It's not 70. What temperature is it today here? Hold on. Let's see what temperature it is. $64. So it's just been dropping all day. And tomorrow it's supposed to be let me see. Hold on here. AccuWeather. Let's see what we got here. So we're at 65 right now. Our highest part of the day happened this morning, and we're supposed to be, it's going to be dropping all night tonight. So we're 64, 65 now. We're going to be about 42. We're going to wake up tomorrow in 41 degree weather. Not freezing, but we can throw the sodas out the front door tomorrow. It's not freezing. but it's freezing here in Manatee County. And then, of course, Wednesday, everything starts going up, 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 up. And then finally, ooh, we get another front coming in the beginning of next week. So it looks like we're going to get up to close to the high 70s next week. And then we start falling right around the mid 70s for the highs. And our temperature for the next couple weeks, folks, here in Florida are going to be the 40s and 50s. For the next week or so, we're going to have cool mornings and nice, comfortable afternoons. It's going to be beautiful, folks. If you are in Florida, now that means if we're having beautiful weather, I just want to break it down for you. If we're hey, Barry Happy, Moose, it's nice, Moosifer, it's nice to see you. I want to break this down for you guys again, okay? If Florida has nice weather, then it's brrr everywhere else, okay? So, except California, we hear San Diego is hot. We hear San Diego hasn't gotten the cold spot yet. So, oh, hey, Marilyn, it's nice to see you, love. Corpus Christi, 64 and 49 in the morning. To be honest with you, I am looking forward to the cooler weather. I'm not lying, guys. I'm telling you. I think as the adult woman, the mature woman that I'm becoming, I have woke up. I feel like every single morning this week, hot as hell. Okay, so I know that I don't know if menopause or if I'm starting to go through the change or whatever it is, but I'm telling you, I'm waking up in the inside. I can tell I'm not sweating because I keep my temperature in the house because I know that the time's coming. So I've been keeping my temperature like around 78 and 79 because I believe the colder you make your home, the hotter the hot flash feels. So I've been keeping the home a little warmer, and I feel like it reduces, the extreme portion of it. But I know that I don't really have them happen or come across me during the day or anything like that. But I have noticed every morning when I wake up, I'm feeling a little muggy. I'm just saying. So, if you got any advice, bullhornbetty@gmail.com. Bullhornbetty@gmail.com. I'm just saying. I don't know people go to menopause. I've never had it. And I was hoping I missed it, honestly. I was hoping, because some people, it's not that bad. And so far, from everything I've heard from other people, even if I am getting a little hot in the morning, apparently I'm good, that's not too bad because I don't have problems, just one specific time of the day. If you're in the change, it feels like you were dropped in a volcano. It hasn't gotten that bad yet. But I have gotten to the point where I'm like kicking covers off, ready to rip my clothes off. Maybe it's too much information on a live show. Let's change the subject. Let's change the subject. Tangled Cord's coming in. She's like, I'm late. What the hell are you talking about? This is not one of them types of programs. I'm just saying, okay? This year, I think we're going to get it bad. Oh, snow angels and the snowbanks when overheating. Yeah, the problem is I don't have snowbanks. I'm from Florida, so it's like we're hot in hell. There's no in between except our little cold front that's coming through here. It's gonna come here. It's gonna go boop, and it's gonna be gone. Cooling blankets. Okay, well that might help. Hey Nikki, it's nice to see you, love. We're just having a very private, public conversation. That's all. We're just all putting all of our business out here. That's it. But yeah, I'm gonna be interested. Tomorrow we might do no, we're not gonna do a live outside. I'd freeze the phone. It's gonna be 41 degrees in the morning. This is gonna be interesting. I hope this cold weather does a number on my shoulder. My shoulder has been killing me. Actually, it might have something to do with the cold front moving in, to be honest with you. I didn't even think about that. Could have a lot to do with the barometric pressure, because ever since I had this neck surgery, I've been a freaking Doppler radar. I have weird things that happen in weird places, and I can tell, like, it's going to rain today. Somebody will say, not what the meteorologist said. Well, I'm telling you, I got titanium in my neck, and it's telling me it's going to rain today, okay? I don't know about the Doppler radar. Sand angels in Florida, yeah. Cold sand, I mean, it might help, I've been through menopause after my full, okay, 28, oh, that was young, yeah. Oh, so when that happens, you still go through that. Interesting, I wouldn't even have thought about that. That's interesting. I keep my turkey platter. We're talking about menopause, and Happy Berry's like, I keep my turkey platter in the freezer. That is a smart idea, though. Freezing the platter and putting your feet on it, because all your heat and stuff go through your feet. So yeah, I didn't even think about it. That's a great idea. I got, like a little the thing that I put on. It's a clay thing. I bet you that would work. I never even thought about that. Cold on the feet. I bet you that would cool somebody down real quick. Huh, interesting. That's a great idea, berry platter. Very happy. Oh, so you went through it for 5 years. Wow. See, I never thought about that when you take stuff out, that it triggers that. I would have never thought that. Interesting. Well, I'm glad I didn't choose that route. Because then I would have probably done that years ago. I can tell you right now, I'm not ready for all this heat crap. I can tell you that. I'm not ready for it. So we'll pray that this is just a fluke. We'll just pray it's a fluke. We'll find out soon enough. Our minds are in the gutter. We are in the gutter. Yes. Thank you, Melanie. We are definitely in the gutter. Anyways, guys, you guys have a great night. We've been on here long enough. So updated on Sebastian, we got 2 new photos from Strikes and Spares before he went over to the Texas Roadhouse where this photo was taken. He has not been seen, but it sounds like we did get some confirmation from the late Sonny Weatherford that this child made it home. Definitively. The child made it home. So now it's time for us to go back to the drawing blocks, because there were engagements and interactions that happened at the Texas Roadhouse. How does that play in with the new revelations that he did make it home? Because I still think there might be something there. We need to figure it out. And I know the mob crew has been really focusing on the community and some of the comings and goings of people in that community. I just really wish somebody would come forward and hand us, I wish Chris Carr would just hand us the photos. If there's nothing to see in the backyard that night, then there's nothing to see in the backyard. Why doesn't he just hand it over? I just wish Chris Carr would hand over the footage from that night and just be done with it. And law enforcement should be all eager for it to be handed over if there's nothing there. If there's nothing there that's convicting Chris or Katie, then they should release it. There's nothing there. It wouldn't go through to the integrity of the investigation. But they won't. So it tells me everything we're talking about does, in fact, go to the integrity of the investigation. You know? So thank you, Robini. I appreciate that. All right, guys, I've kept you long enough. I love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Happy Monday, folks. Don't forget, tomorrow is Veterans Day. You want to thank a veteran. Veterans are what allow us to do the stuff that we are doing. You will see I'm going to be dropping a video in a couple hours that I did on TikTok. It gets a little heated with my group over there on TikTok because obviously we're talking about an unpopular viewpoint when it comes to the Melody Buzzard case, and the conversation needs to be had, period. It just does. But either way, we're having so there's a lot of, interaction there, if you will, and so, and a lot of emotions. But at the end of the live, I go into explaining about Ashley Buzzard and, the fact that we do have laws, we are a free country, and yes, we need to thank a veteran that gave us that. I think many of us, we take so many things for granted. But at the end of the day, I'm here. I'm able to talk my truth on here. I'm able to challenge law enforcement. I'm able to challenge my political makeup and political commentary. I'm allowed to talk and go through these true crime cases. That's all courtesy of a veteran. A veteran gave me my voice. A veteran gave me my freedom. And also, you know, and I know a lot of people are very, very upset with Ashley Buzzard for not cooperating with the state, and I understand that, but you got to understand, our veterans gave her the right to remain silent. Our veterans gave her the right to not cooperate. That's her right. It's ingrained in our Constitution, and our veterans defend that every single day. So no matter where you are or what you're doing, if you are a United States citizen, a veteran gave you everything that you have, because without it, we would be nothing more than a third world country. There would be tyranny. We think life is bad now with our government fighting. Without veterans, it could be so much worse. So much worse. There are a lot of veterans that are out there struggling every single day. They're homeless. We're going to have some cold snaps. If some of you guys can't afford to take blankets to your local homeless folks, please do. If you can see one and buy them a cup of coffee and hand it to them, please do so. If you have the ability to help somebody in need, now is the time of year where we put forth our efforts to help those in needs. And with veterans being tomorrow, and a lot of the homeless population being veterans themselves, please consider that tomorrow. And an act of kindness could go a long way to somebody that you don't know. So hopefully you guys do a random act of kindness as an effort to respect Veterans Day. Anyways, without our beautiful veterans, we would not have the life that we have. I would not have the life that I have. We would not have the ability to do the things that we do. So God bless you. If you've served, thank you for your service. If you're a Gold Star family, thank you for your sacrifice. And if you're here struggling and you are a veteran, hopefully things start looking up for you. But there are services out there. We just need you to go plug in. All right, guys, rock it out with your coffee beans out. Don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And it looks like somebody wants to say hi. Hi, guys. Hi. I heard Mommy was getting lost, so I wanted to come here so I could be picked up and say hi, everybody. I'm Delilah, the crime-fighting dog. I am your mascot. I am your mascot. And I heard my mommy doing the outro, so usually that means I go play BALL, but she's not doing that because her arm hurts and it's freezing cold outside. But I wanted to say hi to you guys anyways. Say hi, everybody. I'm Delilah. She's such a... Look at her. I'm telling you, she's just I can just throw her over my shoulder. I can throw her in my pocket and just take off. She's a pocket pup. She's a pocket pup. She's so docile. Don't take my shirt down. She's so docile. You know, it's funny because even when I'm in the room, she's under the cover and I just reach in there and pick her up and she's just this dopey dog. It's like, hey, oh, poor thing. She loves me. She absolutely loves me. I love her too. She definitely brightens up my day. All right, guys, we'll see you. All right, guys, my best friend's calling. I've got to call her back. So let me rock it out. I'll see you guys either later tonight or in the morning. We'll chat soon. God bless everybody.